Well, hey, how y'all doing out there this morning? And good morning. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. I'm actually doing great because I had a really great epiphany and a good reminder of that life is good, y'all. So I just want to pass it on if you don't mind. I was sitting here talking to my niece this morning as we was watching my grandniece and nephew run around, and I've been staying out here with them for a little bit, helping out, working out of town and whatnot with my brother-in-law that stays here as well. And they're a little small family here, and they got a lot of bills like everybody else. So she worries. She's a good mom. She worries about the vaccines. She tries to keep her kids healthy. She's preparing to homeschool her 4-year-old daughter. Um, she does her best to eat healthy with the prices of food these days and the way things are. And the closest grocery store is a dollar store. And just like everybody else, just like y'all, she's concerned, worried. And then she even goes deeper. She sees what's going on in the sky. She pays attention to people on the internet, looks for warnings. She understands the sun and what's going on with solar activity. So she worries. She has 2 babies, beautiful kids. She wants to raise them healthy and have a good life just like y'all. So when she was sitting here, I was talking to her a little bit about, what was bothering her and, maybe making her feel depressed or whatnot. And I like to, I like to, I like to show people the abyss, but also show them that it's a healthy, good thing to look at it and understand. It helps you live. It gives life value. So as I listened, she made a comment. She said, I feel like a sitting duck. That duck's just sitting there waiting for the hunter to shoot him. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I waited for her to get through. And I looked over there and I said, Samantha, that duck. That sitting duck ain't sitting there worrying about no hunter. He's sitting there on the water. He's enjoying some sunshine. He's relaxing. That sitting duck knows nothing about death. That sitting duck is not worrying about the future. That sitting duck is sitting because he's taking a break. He's just enjoying the water. He's doing what ducks do. And y'all, that's the way it is with us. That's why many of you don't understand natural law is because of the fear of death. The fear of death. The fear of thinking something's bad is going to happen all the time. We're the only species on this planet that does that. And isn't it strange that we're the only species that destroys the planet that we fear? We destroy the animals and the creatures we fear. We move to these beautiful places and we kill all the animals around us because of the fear of death. I don't want the wolf to get me. I don't want that gator to get me. I don't want them snakes to get me. Well, why'd you move to the swamp? Why'd you move to the mountains? But other than that, it's that fear of death. That's the baseline fear of everything. You fear snakes because you fear you're going to get bit by one and you're going to die a horrible snake death. If you fear the water, it's maybe or you fear drowning, it's because you held your breath or you think that's a horrible way to die. You fear burning to death. All these fears. Well, most of your common fears, my fear is people. Y'all believe that? I'm agoraphobic as a son of a bitch. Could be. But I face y'all every day. I face my fears. I go out in the public. I walk in the stores. I greet people. I say, hey, how you doing? And I try to be who I am. I face my fear. That if I wouldn't face that fear, I'd be stuck in a room. And there have been times in my life where I have been stuck, and that's anti-life. The fear of death is anti-life. Knowing death is going to come. Our intelligent species, we don't coexist with the planet. We know we're going to die, and we're so smart. Well, we should take the truth of that knowledge, that death that's going to come to all of us. And that is what makes life exciting. That is what makes it purposeful. That's what makes every breath count. That's what makes every second with every person, with every living thing, every moment looking at something beautiful, every moment just letting the breeze blow in your face or watching a firefly go around you. That's life. And knowing that one day that's going to be gone, that makes it more valuable than gold, money, anything, y'all. Because that's all you have, and that is life. So, are you a sitting duck? Do you feel like a sitting duck? Well, I do, because I'm doing what I want. I ain't scared to die. I ain't worried about no hunter. I don't care. And let me tell you something else about our species that's strange. Where we're the biggest cowards on this planet. We're the biggest suckers on this planet when it comes to the animal kingdom, y'all. I don't know how we got to the top of the food chain when we're morons, because guess what? You can go up to a cow and you can put a gun right to its head and say, give me more milk. And that cow ain't going to give you no more milk. It's just going to look at you and be a cow. You can go up to a chicken and put a knife to its throat and say, I'm going to cut your head off if you don't give me some more eggs. And that chicken's just going to cluck and look weird like a chicken does. But you can go up to the farmer and you can put a gun to his head and say, give me your milk and give me your eggs. And he'll give them to you. You get that? That's fear. We have that only in our species. Our species is the only species that fears. No other species fears. It's fight or flight out there. And y'all say the strongest survive and use rough terms like that. Well, that's not a rough term. That's a very factual, truthful term. But everybody would be healthy if we did live right and we didn't live in fear and we didn't make so many toxic things around us and fear so much that we allowed people to take control of our very own lives, our very own health, our very own children, our very own food and our water that kept us healthy, to keep us thinking, to keep us being and living inside of the natural realm, natural law. So you don't want to see natural law as the law of the universe because of fear. God will protect you. The government will protect you. The police will protect you. And all these things have never protected you. They've never done anything for you. You're responsible for your safety. You're responsible for your life. You're responsible for your happiness. You're responsible for thinking a sitting duck is worried about dying when he's just having a good time sitting on the pond. That's on you. So you can live in this fear. You can fear everything around you. You can worry about it. You can be concerned. You can be like my niece and try to figure things out to a point where you burn holes in your stomach or you just want to go out and have a good time and not think about it. But there's a balance in this, y'all. First thing you always got to realize is no matter what, you're going to die. You're going to have to come to grips with that. You're not going to even really need to think about it because it is going to happen. Other things that are going to happen you don't think about. It's not a bad thing. It is a part of life. It happens to everything on this planet. All things. And I don't pretty much follow the concept of time, but time does, over time, everything changes. Everything goes away, and death, rebirth, reborn, regrowth. So love being a part of that. Realize that you're a part of something so amazing, so incredibly amazing, that I believe, y'all, with all my heart, the rest of the universe just looks at us and says, wow, look at that planet Earth just grow. We have to evolve and coexist with this planet to live. So I've said it and I'm saying it again, coexist to exist. And the beginning of that is realizing that the fear of death is played against you worse than anything else. It's the reason you have locks on your doors. It's the reason we have crime. It's the reason we have poverty. It's the reasons that we have most of all the evil things that happen that mankind can do. Sure, natural beings fight to the death for procreation, yes, or even over food. Or the natural law is wild and it's crazy, but it's natural. It's the way it is. When you fight against it, you not only destroy your own life. We humans have not only destroyed our own existence on this planet, we're destroying everything else around us. And to me, that's pretty goddamn selfish, y'all. I can't live like that. Not millions of species, y'all. Not millions of other brothers and sisters that never did a damn thing to us. But we fear them because we fear death. And they don't fear us. They only fear us because we're their death. They don't fear anything else. And they don't fear us. Go walk up on a jaguar. Go walk up on a black bear. Go walk up on anything like that. It's only going to take you out maybe out of fear, but it's going to fight till the death. You know, it's not going to allow you to put a collar around its neck. It's not going to allow you to just take it right to the field and have it start working. You know, you can't just chain it up in the front yard and have it defending your house. It's a wild thing. And guess what? So are you. Why do you think they put you in school at 5 years old? Huh? They want to turn you into a man. They don't want you to be human no more. They don't want you to be that wild thing. They don't want you to be feral. They don't want you to be connected to the very thing they make money off of. Because we ain't no different than them cows in that field, y'all. We're domesticated livestock. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look at your life. Look at what you do. Look who gets most of the money. Look who gets chumped out. Look who goes home having to put their feet up and scrub their bunions down. Huh? We the people do that. We the cows. Because, see, they can put a gun to our head and say, give me that milk. At least that cow, man. That cow's got it made like that, don't it? But I don't want to live in a pen, and I don't want to be a cow, and I don't want to be a sitting duck enjoying my time on the pond. I am a human being, and I am a man because I was raised in this system. But I beat it. I see the lie in it, and so can you. And if I got to spend my last breath showing you the lie so you will live the truth, that you're a natural, wild, powerful, magical human being, that you are a part of all this around us, no matter what you think. You're a part of it. And we're at the bottom of the shit list right now, y'all. We plastic coated this planet. We're killing everything around us so we can live. And the whole time, the reason why we got to 8 billion people was so 1% of that, even less than 1% of that, could live high on a hog, and we're just their cows. I know you don't like the word slaves, but you're not going to like this word even no better. You're a voluntary slave. You do every bit of this because you were told to. Nobody is making you do a damn thing. And that's a hard truth. And it's hard to walk the earth. It's hard to farm land. It's hard to live off grid. And it's hard to live in a city. And it's hard to make money. And it's hard to go to school. And it's hard to do all of their stuff too. But their way leads to the death you fear. The other way, the coexistence, leads to a smooth, equal existence where you connect with other life, where the energy and the power of the very own universe you live in will show you that death is just a change. It's just a one realm to another. It doesn't matter. What you have here now in your face is all you'll ever have. And you're going to make memories of being a voluntary slave to a group of people that hate your guts, that raised you, that procreated you, and now are killing you because they don't need you anymore. Because they have destroyed the earth. They have coated it in plastic. They are spraying it with aluminum, barium, and strontium. The water is poisoned. The food is gone. And we're still punching the clock and saying, yes, sir, boss. Wow. But that's cool. Because now we know better. I'm not saying this in a bad way, and I'm not being judgmental. You are not a sitting duck. No. You should be so lucky to be a sitting duck. You should want to be that sitting duck. That sitting duck is in peace. That sitting duck is being a duck. He is being him or her, whatever kind of duck it is. You need to be you. Being human is to be a slave these days, y'all. It almost don't matter where you live unless you're in some island that's untouched island where people live the same for 6,000 years, or you're in the jungles of South America where those people are fighting to stop the trees with bows and arrows. They're going to live till their end. Live till their end. Live till they die. Die living. So what if the hunter shot that duck? He died. He was enjoying that water right before he died. You got to think like that these days. Because maybe we ain't got long, and maybe we got long enough. I don't know. I don't even want to look that way no more. You know what? I want to start concentrating more on life and growth. And spring is a good time to do that. Spring is a great time to do that. Especially this spring. Because you got purpose. You got purpose and a reason to do that. And you got a purpose and a reason to stop fearing death, to stop living in fear, period, because don't you want to live? This is what I want to ask the voluntary slaves. Even if you fit in with this system, don't you want to live? You got 24 hours in a man-made day, and you literally spend 16 of them to 20 of them either going to the man or sleeping. So what are you doing with your life? What about that family you're taking care of? If you're working yourself to death to take care of that family, then why'd you even have the family? You probably would have been happier without the family. You wouldn't have to work so hard. You got to think about what not only how you taking that you're allowing your own life to slip out of your own hands, that you're the boot on your own neck. You got to realize that We're in a great evolutionary process in the history of mankind and planet Earth, and maybe even the universe, the sun, our solar system for sure. You're not paying attention to that, so that's fine. I'll just tell you, and I hope you go research if you don't trust me. Big changes are happening, and you see it. This system is falling, and they're selling it out for a reason. They're just cashing it out, y'all. It's gone. I'll say the shit hit the fan. As far as I'm concerned, the shit hit the fan in 1992 when they made Agenda 21. But then more shit hit the fan in 2001 at 9/11. Now look at what's going on. So the shit hit the fan a long time ago. I guess y'all just don't smell it. But the good news, as always, is life. It was short. You never knew when you were going to die. So are you waiting or picking a time to die? Is that why the end of the world things and predictions are always so, been thousands of them and none of them ever come true, but boy, I could predict the world's going to end on a certain date and everybody sitting around and maybe make a joke about it, but they're like, oh man, where's that lightning bolt coming from? Where's that flood? Where's that fire from God? Where's the end of the world? Where's the beginning of you living your life the way you want to, brothers and sisters? Where's the beginning of you living your life the way you want to? That's all I can ask you. So I hope you're a sitting duck. I really do. And I hope you understand what I mean like that, because you being human is stealing a lot of wonderful and fulfilling times and moments out of your life. And you need to think about that. I think we could all learn a new way to exist on this planet by coexisting with this planet, by maybe even bringing our numbers down on our own terms, being real, or maybe getting rid of the lawns and eating and feeding ourselves and getting rid of laws. We need more lawbreakers. You know, laws ain't nothing. They're not even a fence or bars or chains, y'all. It's just the power of suggestion. Do not fish in that pond unless you have a license. I bet there's a son of a bitch out there that would sit at the edge of a catfish pond with a rod and reel and starve to death because he didn't have a fishing license to fish. So that's how dumb humans are. Think about that. All right. Look, I want you to be a sitting duck, but I really want you to be the brother and sister that you are. I want you to think like that sitting duck, but be you. Be free and live free and die living. That means more. That's gold, y'all. That's life. That's better than gold. It's life. Think life. Anything anti-life, start taking out of your life. Step away from. Don't even look at it. Don't acknowledge it. And if you gotta worry about how you're going to get that soil dug up. Worry about how you're going to do hanging baskets for tomatoes. Worry about some good things. Worry about how you're going to get things done and then start getting them done. And then you won't worry so much. But the more you think about death, the more you're dying inside of yourself. And the more your soul cries. Because your soul just wants to dance with you. And until you lose that fear, I don't think your soul's going to really get too close to you. So think about that too. I love y'all. Peace. And don't live in fear.